Good morning students, this is Latif sir. Today I will discuss about conditions necessary for chemical reactions. This is my second video on chapter 6, chemical reaction. Okay, in the first video I have already discussed about what is chemical reaction and characteristics of a chemical reaction. And today I am going to discuss about conditions necessary for chemical reactions. Okay, for a chemical change or chemical reaction to take place, some necessary conditions are required, and these conditions are: first, close contact. This is the first condition, close contact. For chemical reactions to occur, the reactants need to come in contact with each other. For chemical reactions to take place, the reactants need to come in contact with each other. This is the first condition for a chemical reaction, close contact. For example, when ammonia gas NH3 gas comes in contact with hydrochloric acid, ammonia gas comes in contact with hydrochloric acid, it immediately fumes and forms ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. When ammonia comes in contact with hydrochloric acid, HCl, it forms white fumes of ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. Okay. Some other example, highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium. Okay, when they come in contact with air, there is an explosive reaction. For this reason, sodium metal is stored in kerosene oil, because it is highly reactive metal. When it comes in contact with air, there is an explosive reaction. Some other example also given: iron rust if it comes in contact with air and moisture. So close contact is important for a chemical reaction. Second condition is physical state of the reactant. It is solution form or physical state of reactant. Certain substances react when they are in the solution state. Certain substances react when they are in the solution state. For example, when sodium chloride, solution of sodium chloride, reacts with sodium chloride, aqueous solution of sodium chloride reacts with aqueous solution of silver nitrate, silver chloride, you will get a white precipitate of silver chloride, AgCl, and sodium nitrate, NaNO3. So sodium chloride reacts with AgNO3 only in solution state. Okay, so sodium chloride solution reacts with silver nitrate solution and forms a white precipitate of silver chloride. And if silver nitrate is present in solid state, the reaction does not take place. Okay. So second condition is physical state of the reactant, that is solution state, solution form. Third condition, surface area of reactant. Third condition, larger the surface area, higher is the speed of the reaction. Larger the surface area, higher is the speed of reaction, surface area of reactant. For example, if we try to dissolve some lumps of sugar in water and some powdered sugar in water, we will observe that powdered sugar dissolves faster than a lump. This is because the surface area of sugar increases when it is in powder form. Similarly, if zinc metal and zinc shavings are added to dilute hydrochloric acid, the zinc shavings react faster and produce more hydrogen than zinc metal. This is because surface area of zinc shavings are larger than surface area of zinc metal. Okay, so larger the surface area of reactant, higher is the speed of the reaction. Next condition is heat energy. Heat energy. There are two types of reaction. One is exothermic, another is endothermic, based on energy change. Okay, so in case of endothermic reactions occur when heat energy is supplied to them. Okay, for example, copper react with concentrated sulfuric acid when it is heated. So heat energy is required for some chemical reaction, especially for endothermic chemical reaction. Okay, similarly, when iron sulfide is heated, iron sulfide is formed when iron is heated with sulfur. Okay, iron sulfide is formed when iron is heated with sulfur. The reaction is Fe plus S. Fe means iron plus sulfur S. When iron is heated with sulfur, you will get iron sulfide, FeS. Okay, similarly, when green copper carbonate is heated, you will get copper oxide, which is black, and carbon dioxide gas, CO2. Okay. So heat energy is required for some chemical reaction to take place. Next condition is light energy. Light energy, like heat energy, it is like light energy. Certain reactions occur in presence of light energy. Okay, in presence of light, that is in presence of sunlight, and such reactions are called photochemical reaction. Those reaction which take place in presence of light are called photochemical reaction. Example of photochemical reaction is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a very good example of photochemical reaction. In photosynthesis, the green plants produce glucose with the help of water, H2O, carbon dioxide, CO2, in presence of sunlight. So this is a photochemical reaction. So the reaction is in this reaction product is glucose and oxygen gas. Okay, so the reaction is 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O, arrow above the arrow, light. Products are glucose, C6H12O6 and 6O2. So photosynthesis is a good example of photochemical reaction. Okay, and photosynthesis takes place only in presence of sunlight. Similarly, another example of photochemical reaction, hydrogen reaction between hydrogen and chlorine. Okay, so hydrogen combines with chlorine and reacts violently to form hydrochloric acid only in presence of sunlight. This is also an example of photochemical reaction. Next, electricity. Next condition is electricity. Some chemical reactions occur on passing electricity through them, and such reactions are known as electrochemical reaction. Electrochemical reaction. Some chemical reactions occur on passing electricity through them, and such reactions are known as electrochemical reaction. Example of electrochemical reaction, decomposition of water on passing electricity through water. Okay, so water decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen gas on passing electricity. The reaction is 2H2O, electricity, arrow, 2H2 gas plus O2 gas. This is an example of electrochemical reaction. Next condition is pressure. Pressure. Some chemical reactions occur under high pressure. Some chemical reactions occur under high pressure. For example, synthesis of ammonia gas. For the synthesis of ammonia gas from hydrogen and nitrogen gas, hydrogen and nitrogen gases are subjected to high pressure of 200 atm. Okay. So when nitrogen and hydrogen combine to give ammonia, the pressure required is 200 atm. 200 atm. The reaction is N2 plus 3H2, reversible arrow, 2NH3, 2 ammonia. NH3 means ammonia. Okay. Similarly, carbon dioxide dissolve in water to give carbonic acid only in presence of very high pressure. So carbon dioxide is insoluble in water, but under high pressure it dissolves in water to form carbonic acid. The reaction is CO2 plus H2O, arrow H2CO3. Next condition is catalyst. Catalyst, you know what are catalysts. Catalysts are chemical substances which alters the rate of a chemical reaction without getting chemically involved in the reaction. So a catalyst is defined as the substances. A catalyst is defined as a substance which alter the rate of a chemical reaction without getting chemically involved in the reaction, and it does not start or stop the reaction, but speed up or slows it down. Okay, and it is specific, and different reactions have different catalyst. Okay, now classification of catalyst. There are two types of catalyst. There are two types of catalyst. One is positive catalyst, another is negative catalyst. So positive catalyst, as the name indicates, a positive catalyst increases the speed of a chemical reaction. For example, finely divided iron act as a positive catalyst in the synthesis of ammonia by Haber-Bosch process using hydrogen and nitrogen. So in the synthesis of ammonia gas from hydrogen and nitrogen, iron catalyst, finely divided iron catalyst is used. And promoters are also chemical substances, but promoter activates or improves the activity of catalyst. Promoter are those chemical substances which improve or activates the activity of a catalyst. For example, molybdenum acts as a promoter for iron catalyst in the manufacture of ammonia by Haber-Bosch process. Okay, catalyst increases the rate of reaction and promoter increases the effectiveness or activity of a catalyst. Molybdenum acts as a promoter for iron catalyst in the manufacture of ammonia by Haber-Bosch process. And manganese dioxide MnO2 acts as a positive catalyst for decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Okay, H2O2, arrow H2O plus O2. Hydrogen peroxide decomposed to give water and high oxygen gas. Okay. And in this reaction, MnO2 acts as a positive catalyst. The positive catalyst increases the rate of a chemical reaction. And now negative catalyst. Negative catalyst decreases the speed of a chemical reaction. Negative catalyst decreases the rate of a chemical reaction. Example: glycerin, phosphoric acid. These can act as negative catalyst and slow down the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so decomposition of hydrogen peroxide in decomposition of hydrogen peroxide, phosphoric acid acts as a negative catalyst. So the rate of decomposition of hydrogen peroxide decreases in presence of phosphoric acid, which acts as a negative catalyst. And some some chemicals slow down the activity of catalyst, and these chemicals are known as inhibitors. It is opposite of promoter. Some chemicals slow down the activity of catalyst, and these chemicals are known as inhibitor. Next, enzyme are catalyst in biochemical reaction. Okay. Enzymes are defined as biocatalysts which speed up the chemical reaction in the body. These are also catalysts, but in this catalyst speed up the chemical reaction in the body without getting consumed. So the enzymes are defined as biocatalysts which speed up the chemical reaction in the body without getting consumed. For example of some biocatalysts given here. Okay. And the enzyme speed up the digestion process of food 2 to 3 hours. Otherwise, it would have taken decades to digest the food we eat. The role of different enzyme during digestion. The role of different enzyme during digestion of food in our body. It is given in this table. Okay, carbohydrate, nutrient carbohydrate. Food is carbohydrate. Which enzyme? Place of digestion is mouth, and enzyme is amylase present in saliva, and carbohydrate is converted into glucose due to this enzyme amylase. Okay, these are biocatalysts. Similarly, protein, place of digestion is stomach, and enzyme is pepsin. Pepsin converts protein into amino acid. Okay. And fats, place of digestion small intestine, and enzyme is lipase, and fat is converted into fatty acid by the action of lipase. Okay. So amylase, pepsin, lipase, these are biocatalysts. Thank you, students. Today I have discussed about the conditions for chemical reaction. Okay, and the conditions are close contact, solution form, heat energy, light energy. Okay, these are conditions are for chemical reaction: catalyst, promoter. Okay, thank you, students.